I am in full recovery mode, buddy. The 4th of July. Whew, hello.
Oh, really?
So I thought I'd just go ahead and make myself an old fashioned. Why not?
Why not?
So we got some catching up to do, man. I was definitely, what it doesn't matter what I was doing. Let's just say and maybe I was in Tennessee and maybe I was having a good time. How about that? Allegedly.
Sounds good.
Congratulations, one Sepp Straka. Closes out with a 62 on Sunday, I believe. I mean, I could have easily been the 50s. I wouldn't have struck the ball that well, but I definitely could have hit it in the water like that. I mean, without a problem. So, but closes it out. Good for Sepp Straka. We got a little Ryder Cup shakeup coming down, I think.
Oh yeah, we do.
We got Bucky in the mix now. So, before we get into the Scottish Open, I do want to talk a little Ryder Cup. Let's chat about this.
Okay.
So here's who we know is in. We got Scottie Scheffler, Wyndum Clark, Koepka, Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, and Max Homa. On the bubble, Keegan Bradley, I still think there's a chance. Jordan Spieth, probably a chance. Colin Morikawa, and Cam Young. I think Cam Young is probably out.
Probably.
I'm feeling good about Bucky, man. And I don't think he's playing this week at the Scottish Open, which I think he's won there before. So I was a little, I'm surprised that we're seeing Bucky this week in Scotland, but hey.
You think you're surprised we are seeing him?
No, I don't think he's in the field this week, is he?
I think he is. Let's take a look. I mean, he was
maybe.
I'm going in yesterday.
Never mind. He's there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not surprised that he is going to be there. So how about that?
Yeah.
We'll put a spin on that one. Interesting enough. So now let's talk about the Euros, because we've kind of flipped here, and Højgaard and Sepp Straka in the running. Here's who we know is in. So John Rahm, McIlroy, Paul Yannick, Viktor Hovland, Tyrrell Hatton, and Matt Fitzpatrick. I got to work on my one and dones. I can tell you, there's so many people that I use this year. I got to go back and do some editing and move some stuff around.
Got to move some stuff around.
Yeah. How are you faring, by the way? You still still in the gutter?
On a hot streak.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I had Brian. That he finished T2 a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
And then I had who did I have last week? Gosh, it's all running together. I had a win in there. Who did I win with? I won with Bucky. I got Bucky with the win.
You did get Bucky with the win. Yeah.
And I was like T5 last week with shoot. This is what happens when you drink too much, people. I'm just kidding. Too much fun.
Oh, speaking of drinking too much, did you see any of the pictures from the three amigos over at Wimbledon?
Oh, did I?
I don't know what the cannabis laws are in said country, but those boys definitely found the THC gummies. That's what I can tell you.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess they're not drug testing at the Scottish Open this week.
Apparently not.
Allegedly. What do I know?
I had Denny McCarthy last week, and it was T6.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
good pull.
I mean, and he was like T2 going into Sunday. I mean, he really could have pulled that thing out, but nothing on Sunday. Nothing. Just like Chick-fil-A.
It's like Rory McIlroy, yeah.
Like Roy, yeah. So really could have done something, but Reach TV inks deal to broadcast live golf tournaments in airports.
Don't know. I know what live golf is. Don't know what Reach TV is. Never heard of it.
I don't know either. I'm just looking at the podcast right here.
Wow. I did see, maybe you did also, that they're moving the championship to Doral, Trump course.
Yep.
So it was going to be played in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
They've now moved it back to the US. Is this a flex? Is this a Monahan flex? Or what do you think?
I think so. I think it is, right? I mean, to bring it back to the US, it's a big deal. Yeah.
It's the championship, $50 million championship. I guess they can go ahead and cut the check. I mean, they know who's going to win the team event, but yeah, I guess and 2 years in a row, right? Didn't they? This is where they had it at last year. So is that the new home of the Live Championship?
I guess it is.
In Doral, Florida, maybe.
Around Florida.
I guess Trump's. I mean, how many shares does he own? What's his stake in this new merger?
I don't know. I did see another. I know we're kind of glossing over Sepp Straka's win, but the former AT&T CEO Randall something, right? Stevens or something like that, pulled out of the.
Was this the guy that resigned from the tour?
Randall
Yeah,
Stevenson, I think. Yeah, I pulled out of the. He's no longer on the PGA Tour board of directors or something.
yeah.
like that.
So I guess there's a Senate meeting, right? And they're investigating kind of what's going on and what this looks like. I mean, could you imagine if this didn't go through? Like the noise that this has created, and if this thing gets shot down, ugh, a lot of bad blood there, bud.
I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Does Live Golf want it to go through now? They've already got the PGA Tour to admit, it's not really that bad, guys. Like, okay, well, then we'll just do a standalone on our own now.
Maybe.
Come on over, John Rahm. Come on, Patrick.
I mean, Xander's right behind him.
Xander's right behind him. Yeah. I mean, so what did you see this Matt Wolff stuff that was going on recently?
I've seen some of it. I guess Matt Wolff has taken Bryson DeChambeau's spot of hatred from Camp Koepka.
Yes. Yeah. Like he was on Koepka's team, and Koepka's like, you can't quit on your team. You don't work hard enough and all this stuff. And I was like, whoa. I mean,
it was pretty harsh. I mean, he was kind of like, hey, he's lost it. He didn't have it anymore. Whatever he had, and what he said, wasted talent and all this shit. And it's like, whoa. Is Matt Wolff still? Where's he going? Do we know? Is he going to remain on Live? Somebody picking him up? I mean, what's the word?
I haven't been focused on that. Actually, I'm just trying to see if Brooks Koepka does cameos, because I like for him to like give you a performance review.
It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna need to have an extra drink.
What are you quitting on the show for? This thing strong.
Gonna have an extra drink for that one.
How did you take off last week?
Well, I wanted to make sure that I was we'll just move on past it. I didn't want to make sure of anything. No reason. No reason to go down that road.
So what did you do for the fourth? Did you talk about that yet?
What did we do? We were boating mostly. We were out on the lake. And weather was pretty crappy. It was, it rained almost every day, and it came down pretty good. So did some liquor hunting that week. Came across a few Weller foolproof bottles, some store picks. So I was excited to see that. And it was pretty low key. But got to see a lot of family, got to see some old friends I hadn't seen in a while. May have signed up for a golf tournament at Sweetens Cove in a few weeks. So looking forward to that. But yeah, it wasn't really, I didn't play any golf, oddly enough. I mean, I took clubs, but the weather was just so crappy. We did some shooting though.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. I got the new Pistola. So I, popped a few off. Got to stay fresh.
How did it work? Good.
Oh yeah. It worked great.
That's good.
Went and saw some fireworks. What about you? What'd you do?
Yeah, we went up to the mountains of North Carolina. The same thing. Saw some fireworks. We were gonna do some shooting. We never got around to it, but had a good time. Tried to relax a little bit. Trying to get out of a little bit of the heat, but it was still hot up there too. So.
Holy shit, was it hot? Good Lord. Yeah. But yeah, that was good. Good times. So Yeah, what else we got? I know we got to talk about the Scottish Open, but I mean, I'm ready to get into it. Are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready to get into it. I'm trying to think of anything else from the golf news. We touched on. Okay. Well, who wore it better? Who wore it better? Golf Jesus at Wimbledon or the Three Amigos?
Oh my God. I mean, those guys, it's like, welcome to the big top, not big time, but the big top. I mean, they were borderline in clown costumes.
Yeah.
And the fairway Jesus, I mean, he was looking pretty dapper, man. I mean, he was kind of laid back. He had the
shades
had the
on.
Stetson on. He had the shades. I thought, he definitely wore it better.
He fit in. The other guys looked like they just got out of a frat like dorm room, but fairway Jesus looked like I could have mistaken him for a tennis player.
Could have, yes. I mean, that's why you don't take so many THC gummies before you get dressed. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. All right. Genesis Scottish Open. Yeah, there's 2 tournaments going on this week, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know which one we were going to do for our one and done pool, but it's the
it is going to be be the Genesis. Yeah. It is going to be the Genesis. This will be held at the Renaissance Club. What are we, just shy of 7,300 yards, par 70, and we are on fescue greens. So it's typical links course. I think it's been here since what did they played here? They played here the past 5 years, I think. Started here, came back here in 2019. Previous winners, we got Xander Schauffele, Minwoo Lee, Aaron Rai, Wiesberger, and that's back through 2019 at this course, hosting the Scottish Open. Again, typical links, greens, just slow. I would say this is kind of looking at previous winners and where this is. I mean, obviously it's kind of weather dependent. So I know we'll do a lineup before the end of the show, but something to keep an eye on depending on what the weather's going to do. I mean, today's Monday, so with a lot of time between now and when they tee off on Thursday. But just something to be aware of. Wind gets up, rain gets up. What's going to happen. So let's head over and see our friends at fantasynational.com. I'm going to look at the last 24 rounds. Dan is too.
I am too.
All right, let's go in the $10,000 and higher range. We'll get into a little tournament history as well, but I don't know. Are we starting here?
Let's take a look. All right.
I think I am going to start here when we get to our one and done selections. But from a DFS standpoint, I don't know. I mean, Scottie Scheffler misses a cut here last year. Is that? He's playing good golf, but is that something to be cautious of? You got Patrick Cantlay was T4, and Rory McIlroy didn't play. Where was Rory at last year? I don't know. What do you think? $10,000 and higher. We going there?
They got some pretty good players up here. I think we'd come back to it for DFS. I mean, the ownership's kind of high, right? So 18 on Scottie, 16 or almost 17 on Rory, 17 on Cantlay. I think the 10,000, I think we got to come back to. If we can fall back into it, we can. But I think there's a lot of good players here. I don't think you're going to need to start here.
I don't think you will either, but I would not be surprised if somebody from this range wins.
Do they want to win the week before, though? Or are they just going to tune up?
Nah, I think Xander's dad's going to be chasing him around. So Xander didn't have a choice. And Cantlay, I mean, isn't he still auditioning for the new tour? So
good point.
Scheffler, I don't know, probably a tune-up. McIlroy, probably the same. I think he's still tired anyway. So I'm with you. I think it's we can come back if we need to, but I don't think we have to be there just from a pure ownership perspective. I mean, Xander being the cheapest guy up there. I mean, if so, that's probably where I'm starting at. But I don't think we need to. Now, the $9,000 range, deep. Oh boy,
make a team right here. We'll take a loan out.
I mean, where do you want to start?
I mean, Vic, Tyrrell, Rickie, Tommy, all of those guys are in my lineups.
Okay. So let's reframe. I think everybody's coming into this in good form. I think that they've played well at this course, generally speaking. So who are we? I mean, are we just like, just not going to go there?
In this range?
Yeah, I don't see a name.
I don't see a name. I mean, Wyndum Clark has been on fire this year. He just won the U.S. Open. He was first at Wells. Lowry, I mean, I don't think I have Lowry left to take, but he would be a one and done consideration for me if I had him. This is his kind of place, right? I don't see anybody that I'm shorting here.
What is Fleetwood going to recover? He T4 here last year. He putts great on slow greens. I mean,
he's playing better this than last year.
Should be right up his alley. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't. What about Bucky? We in or out on Bucky this week?
He's been on fire.
I know he has.
I just had him for the Rocket and been won with that. I don't see how you can short him. He's short enough.
Did you see the outfit he had on?
Brutal.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, pick one and play it, right? I mean, course history, everybody's looking good. Recent form, everybody looks fine. I mean, if I've got to lean in on somebody, I mean, I think Wyndum Clark could be. I think Wyndham could win this thing. I mean, it's driving distance is definitely going to pay off. He's putting good right now. Got to be feeling good coming in off the win. So yeah, I think he may be Jordan Spieth. Another guy. I mean,
what's wrong with Jordan Spieth?
No, I mean, I think he's an absolute play.
Yeah, I do.
All right. $8,000 range. So this is where I can start to kind of weed some people out. Minwoo Lee is not going to be one of them, by the way.
No, he's not.
He is definitely on the short list. Max Homa's probably out for me. Justin Rose is in.
Yep, I agree.
So what are we going to do? So how long does a THC gummy last in your system, by the way?
More, I think is it more or less than a Manhattan? I'm not quite sure.
So what about JT? I mean, could JT, he could turn it around here, couldn't he?
He needs to turn it around here if he wants to make that Ryder Cup team.
Missed the cut here last year. He's definitely got a hangover from the tennis tournament. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready to go there yet or not. I'll tell you where I am ready to go though. At $8,000 and $8,100, I think Adam Scott and Corey Connors are probably plays. What's their ownership look like? Adam Scott at 10%, Connors 11. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think those are plays. I don't know. Anybody else?
What about Adberg?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Finished T4 last week at the John Deere. Yeah, I think he's a play for sure.
One of those guys from Chasing Daylight had him last week and they beat me. I was T6, they were T4 or something. They did a good job, but that was a good pick.
Sneaky, very sneaky.
He fell back on Saturday, but he came back strong.
Yeah,
man, strong. Yeah. Do you tend to favor European over American here at the Scottish?
Well, I mean, if you just looking at course history, let me refer. So the past 5 winners that have been at the Renaissance Club. I don't know that it's necessarily European versus American as it is rest of the world versus America. I mean, because there's some guys here, right? I mean, Wiesberger, Aaron Rye, who we'll talk about in a minute, Minwoo Lee. I mean, Thomas Dietrich, Fitzpatrick, runners up. in 21, Fleetwood runner-up in 20, Bear runner-up in 2019. So again, I don't know that it's a Euro thing for me. I think it is definitely a rest of the world thing though.
Rest of the world.
That's I know now you get me second guessing my 1 and done. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. I don't know. Sam Burns, maybe I'm probably out on Sam Burns, but Sam and Max are probably the two I'm out on, and I'm looking at some ownership for the rest of the guys. I think I'm out on JT too.
Yeah, I'm out on JT. He's got to do something, right? I mean, the guy's, yeah, I don't know. What do you think's going on there? The whole marriage thing.
I don't know if it's that. I mean, I think he's got to be working on, it's a swing change, right? I mean, you see, like, look, his boys did it, right? And they've kind of they're done with it, right? I mean, you'd say Rickie's done with his, just coming off a win.
It's interesting, they've all gone through it.
Yeah, a couple to what 2 or 3 years ago, Spieth kind of did the same thing. So I think it's if he's going to stay in the cool club, he's going to have to make some swing changes. So I think I think he's just working through those.
I've been in the swing change for the last 25 years.
So I have noticed. Trust me, I have noticed. All right, $7,000. Two guys at the top of the board. That's I think a great place for me to start. And Alex Smalley and Aaron Rye. What are we at? 14% on Aaron Rye and 12% on Alex Smalley. I mean, yes, sign me up. I'll take it.
You think so? Yeah, I think so too. What do you think about Sahith and Brian Harman here?
So I don't think Sahith has played this before. Brian Harman missed the cut here last year. I mean, I think there's a lot of other. I mean, I'm Detry, Fox, Doug Gim's playing great golf right now. Kirk Kittiyamo's runner up here. I think there's a lot of other names that I'm probably going to outside of Sahith and Brian Harman.
Okay.
Who else is down here? I don't know. I may be off the Eric Cole bus for a minute. I think Keith Mitchell's I think he's an interesting option here. He's T36 last year. But I mean, depending on, I'm not leaning into the weather players this week. I'm leaning into driving distance this week. I think that's what's gonna get us there. There's five par threes and 4 par fives. Most of I think there's 2 par threes that are around 150. The other 3 are over 200. So, and again, it's, traditional link style golf. So, hey, who's playing, whose short game looks really good. I think that's the lean for me. Who else is in here? Bobby Mack is kind of an interesting play, maybe. Where's Cam Davis done as of late? We saw a little pop from him, but then I think he struggled past few outings. I don't know what's happening there.
Cam Davis is $7,300. It was T17 at Rocket, but T33 at Travelers, but he's bouncing back.
Where is he? T17, it's a pair of miscuts. So I mean, not horrible.
No, not horrible.
What did he do here last year? What did I say? Did not play here last year, so I don't know. I'm off. I'd rather go. I'd rather play Keith Mitchell. Who? Anybody else in the 7th? Brandon Wu, T6 here last year.
That's good.
We've seen a little flash from Brandon Wu as of late.
Wu magic, yeah.
I think recently it's been a little. Miss pair of miscuts, T9 at RBC. At 5% ownership. I mean, I think that's he's going on the short list. Who else you like here?
In the $7,000 range.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah. All right.
JT. All right. I don't know if we're going to have to go to the $6,000 range, but in the event that we do, how much Billy Horschel are you going to have in your lineup?
After that rental car snafu, I don't know if I can. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
He called out some rental car company today. I got here and I've been renting for you guys for years, and you won't rent to me this year. He's crying the wolf. I don't know.
Noise, I tell you. The guy's so noisy.
Come on, Billy.
Let's see. Anybody else in the six? So Jamie Donaldson finished T6 here last year. I mean, if we got to go there, I don't know that we need to do that. So I don't think we're. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess we could go that direction. Maximilian Kiefer. I mean, I just like to say that name. Maximilian. I don't really.
Yeah, let's do some lineup. Let's do a lineup or two and see if we can.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Let me get over there. Let me get over there.
Rental car call outs, huh?
Yeah.
Winning friends and influencing people.
It all.
All right. So I would agree that I think we can bounce around here a little bit. And
what do you want to start?
Well, I don't want to start in the $10,000 range, that's for sure.
Start in the nines. You want Wyndum?
What's the owner? Let's look at ownership. Talk to me about ownership.
All right. He's right at 9,000. He's at 16%. Too high.
Yeah.
You want Shane Lowry?
What's he at? He should be low, right?
11%.
11%. So what do you think about dropping down to
Minwoo?
Yeah,
let's do it.
I mean, I could see him winning this thing again.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't talk about Hatton.
We didn't. That's a good pick though.
I could see that happening.
Go there next.
Yeah.
All right. Hatton it is. Let's go back down to the eights. You want
I know who I don't want.
AS and Corey Connors?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Adam Scott for sure. I think Aaron Rye is going to be a sneaky good play. I guess maybe he's not sneaky, but let's go Aaron Rye at 7,800.
Got two left.
And all right, so we got $7,800.
Mm-hmm.
What's Doug Gim's ownership at $7,500?
Doug Gim. 10. Oh, not bad. Maybe we could do that.
Kirk, either that or Kirk Kitayama.
9.
Runner up last year.
9% for him, but he hasn't been playing good. Doug Gim's got a better.
All right. Let's go Gim. And there you have it. I guess Corey Connors is next.
Corey Connors it is. Market a winner.
Market a winner. Let's see. Do we like that? I like that. I think that's good. I think all of these guys could win the golf tournament.
Yeah, I do too. So my one and done, I'm going golf. Jesus. Who you got?
Oh, look at you. I'm going back-to-back wins with one X-Man.
Oh. All right.
I think it's a thing. So what else? Let's see. What are our standings here? What are our standings?
Ooh, the standings.
Let's look at this this friendly competition we've got going on with the Chasing Daylight guys. By the way, have we settled on what they're giving us for our winning for a victory lap?
I think you're getting a bottle for everybody, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's a horse race right now.
Oh, it's a horse race. Let's see. So year to date, All right. So I'm sitting at $10.3 million. Matthews at $8.3 million. Look at Dan coming from the gutter at $8.1 million. At Hitting Greens is 7.7, and I'm Stat Guys 3.5. So, I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it is a horse race for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, one W, and I mean, it's
new leader. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how many we got Scottish, we got the Open, and then how many more do we go until it's called? Do you remember? Like the
Yeah.
BMW
So we've got the Scottish this week. Sure, we got the Open next week. We got 3M and then the Wyndham. That's it.
So 4 left.
Yeah. Anybody's ball game at this point.
So I don't really want to say this, but
yes, you do.
If I'm leading going into the Wyndham, I better not see you try to Monday qualify.
Oh, I'm Chaz and I have already got a house. Okay. Chaz and I, he's already sent me the address. I know exactly where I'm going to be rolling up to. Just saying. Just so you know. What else is happening? So we'll be on next week. We got Steve Canepa coming on with us to talk the Open. I think we're going to be talking about the secret home of golf next week with Jim Hartzell. So that'll be fun. He's still waiting on him to confirm, but that'll be fun if we get a chance to do that. He's got a ton of experience in playing in Scotland, so it'll be good to get his perspective on Renaissance and what we're going to see over there. And we got a couple of tournaments coming up at Sweetens, and
Summertime golf.
Hotter the better.
Hotter the better, yeah. If it just stopped raining so much in the south, gosh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
good luck with that. All right. What else we got, Dan?
Nothing new. Just been it's been vacation and holidays and stuff like that. But you been up to anything good? You got any more TV shows?
Well, it's okay. So what started watching Jack Ryan.
Okay.
Delivers. Great show.
Yep.
Wimbledon. This is my second favorite time of the year because we got tennis on every day.
Yep.
For a couple weeks. We're going to roll into, we're going to have morning golf this week in the Scottish. Mm-hmm. We're going to have another round of it next week with the Open. I mean, I think it's my second favorite time of year.
It's a good one. Have you watched The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix yet?
I have no, but I heard there's a new season out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So I did see the first one and I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, he's no McConaughey, but he's trying. He's trying. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. But I haven't started the second one yet. Have you?
Yeah. We started the second one. It was good.
Yeah.
There's 5 episodes out. I think the remainder come out in like August or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, but I will get caught up on that. So, but outside of that,
it's just like at a slower time of year, a lot of sports. Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Yeah. I'm enjoying everything. When's your next tournament, Sweetens? Coming up in a couple of weeks?
Yes, it is last weekend in July.
Ooh, what's that one called?
It is called Stargazers.
Oh.
I don't know if we have to stare at the stars while we're playing or if we're maybe there's going to be stars there. I'm going to find out. I didn't play in. I think they have 4. I didn't play in any last year, but we're gonna make a little change to that this year.
Nice. Yeah.
So
who's your favorite for Wimbledon?
Come on, man. I mean, there's only one guy there.
Joker. No, Alcaraz will give him a run for his money.
All right. Well, you want to? Is that a wager accepted?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, hold on. Before we go, you're a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Home run derby tonight.
Oh,
Who you thinking?
well, Aaron Judge is not playing in that, right? He's not.
He is not.
I don't know. I don't think I have any favorites. Do you have one?
Uh,
Your team's like on fire. So,
dude, I mean, there's like more Braves there than there are anybody else. So, let's see. What's his? I think it's Alvarez. Is the Mariner that's there?
okay.
I think he's. I think that's probably my lean. Is it Alvarez? Maybe it's not Alvarez. I thought it was Alvarez. I mean, it could easily be a Brave. I mean, who are we kidding? I mean, those guys they're absolutely on fire.
Just take a Brave.
Why wouldn't it be a Brave?
Exactly. That's fun time of the year.
All right. Well,
all right.
That'll do it.
We'll
See you. We'll see you next week for the Open Championship.
Cheers.
Cheers.